when my mother decided to be the first chairman of Women's Division, it was a big hoo-ha, and it was a very, very brave move for her. She really thought about it a lot because she wanted to do it. She felt that it was right, but she knew very well that there would be opposition to a woman chairman of a women's division, where a lot of men felt that their gift was good enough for the whole family, and it was you know, a very groundbreaking thing to do, and I'm so proud of her that she did it. And it did impact me, of course, because I could see that she was, my mother was a very, and still is, a very strong individual, but she had her struggles with this. But underlying it all was just something very basic, and that was that everybody, man, woman, child, whether it's a penny dropped in a tzedakah box, a quarter, whatever, should be part of keeping Israel strong, of keeping our community strong.
I was born in Israel. I was a member of the Haganah, and I was part of the youth who fought to keep Jerusalem within the land. So it's very much in my blood, and it's what I am. Klal Israel means to me a lot. I think that it is important to me, the connection between the Jews in Israel and the Jews in the diaspora. Unless we make sure that these two are connected, then we have a bit of a problem. We can't be divided as Jews in Israel and Jews in the diaspora. We have to have one goal and one ideology so we can keep on being Jews in the world.
I think the reason that I endowed my pin was I felt that if the future was not so rosy for my family, at least my contribution to UJA would continue in perpetuity. And that was my way of assuring that there would be always a gift in my name to United Jewish Appeal.
What do I think the next 36 years could mean to the community? In 1999, I expressed something at a Karen Hayasad meeting in Israel that I believed then and I still believe to this day. And that is that the women's division has a place in our world more now than ever before. You have women in a position of earning power And for the first time, I believe, in the history for Jewish women, we have the potential for the greatest giving to ever happen, because we have women making decisions about what to do with their money. And if we can bring them to the table, then I feel we have a tremendous opportunity for the future in terms of our fundraising, which is the core to accomplishing all of our goals that we have within our community. If there's one thing I learned about the development of young leadership, it is that you have to find a way to speak to people that's meaningful to them. And I believe that if our community can deliver the message that we're prepared to invest in our young people and help them come to the table, then I feel Ottawa will be just fine.
I love my lion pin. I think it's such a happy pin. I like wearing it, and really it proclaims my pride in being Jewish, in wearing it as a symbol, in maybe shouting it out to the world. And you know, wonderful things happen when you wear your lion pin, because no matter where I am or who I'm with, say in an airport, you meet people, you see people wearing their pin. And in Toronto, about a year ago, I was having trouble getting a taxi. And I was standing in line outside in the rain, and I looked, and there beside me was another woman. And she was wearing her lion pin. So it gave us that instantaneous bond. We shared a taxi, and to this day, we still keep in touch.
It was an exceptional time to be chair. It was 1990-91, and Operation Exodus was the focus. My term began with a family mission to Israel, in which 7 families participated. We were the first mission to welcome new Russian Olim. The responsibility of Operation Exodus, combined with our local needs, resulted in the largest amount of money raised in the 18-year history of Women's Division. I had the privilege of going on a mission to Poland for March of the Living, and that changed me forever.
Volunteer work and tzedakah were instilled in me at a young age by my parents. Soon after moving to Ottawa, I immersed myself in the Jewish community while teaching and raising my family. Since then, I've actively participated in many Jewish organizations. When I was approached to assume the chair of Women's Division, I was teaching at Hillel Academy, realizing that the school is the largest beneficiary agency of Federation Chairing Women's Division would give me an opportunity to heighten the awareness of the significance of Federation to the staff, parents, and students. Also, in the larger Jewish community, I wanted to bring greater awareness to the financial responsibility that we each have to our people and the betterment of our people here in Ottawa, in Israel, and in fact, worldwide.
I endowed my pin because I wanted my children to realize how important it was that when you give a gift, it's forever. And I wanted my children to know how important being part of UJA, giving to UJA, being part of the community was to me. And hopefully it will be that way to them as well.
I think I can best illustrate why a woman's gift is important through a story that maybe some people have heard before because I've told it before. And it's about last summer when I was in Israel with my 25-year-old daughter, and we were having dinner, and she looked at me and said, "Mom, I have something important to tell you." I had no idea what she was going to say. As my heart started racing and I looked back at her, and she continued and said, "You know, I'm earning a small income now, and when I come to that Choices event in the fall, I'd like to give a gift in my own name to the Women's Campaign." And I realized at that moment, no matter where she is, or who she marries, or what she's doing, she will give a gift in her own name. She will have her own voice, and she will be counted in her own right. And I realized that it was the Women's Campaign of Federation that has given her that opportunity.